I could definitely tell you on my end from working with Chris, working with Dylan, whether it was the books, conversations, any of that. Chris, he didn't hurt the girls and he didn't hurt Shanann. What they did to Chris for him to take the plea deal and the confession.
Now, y'all remember I told y'all that a new show was going to be coming out soon. We're going to be talking about that today. But before we get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. So you guys have been sending me this about this new show coming out. And I told you guys in a video a while back when I was getting a lot of comments when we were talking about like the NK situation and all of that. And people were saying like, why are we still talking about this? And I was letting you guys know that like, this subject is not going away, and they're continuing to make more shows about it, so it's going to be continuously talked about. Now, can we just talk about some things today? Can we talk about some mess today? Okay, let's just start at the beginning here. So a new show is supposed to start next month in June on Lifetime called Cellmate Secrets, and it's going to be a docuseries, and they're gonna cover a few of different people. I think Shayna Huber's going to be on there, and a bunch of different people. But there's going to be an episode about Chris Watts. I'm going to read you guys what they're describing it, but it almost sounds like they're going to be talking about what's going on with Chris Watts since he's been in prison, which I think a lot of us are curious about. And of course, I will leave these links down in the description box for you guys to go and check out and read yourself if you are interested. Hang with me here. I'm going to tell you guys what they're saying Cellmate Secrets is first. So the episode with Chris Watts is supposed to air on June 25th. It comes on Lifetime on Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And it says, in 2013, Chris Watts brutally murdered his pregnant wife and two small children. He left his wife in a shallow grave and he put his daughters in two separate oil tanks. Chris tearfully pled for the return of his family in front of the news cameras, but later confessed that it was revealed that he was having an affair with his coworker. Chris still receives an overwhelming amount of fan mail behind bars, and when his cellmate Dylan Tallman, remember that name, responded on his behalf to a fan letter from Christa Richello, remember that, it was the beginning of a close and intimate relationship between the trio. Christa, a clinical psychologist, is adamant that Chris Watts is innocent, and she's currently writing a book with Chris and her now fiance, Dylan. In all the interviews, Christa sits down with cameras and delves into her relationship with the two men, including that the cellmates are so close they consider themselves brothers, although some suspect that there's more going on between the two men. The documentary crew also sits down with Sherilyn Cadle, who became intrigued by Chris over the course of his trial and began exchanging letters with him and eventually met him in person, where he allegedly revealed more to her than he did the FBI. Okay, so just to recap for some of you guys, I know most of you guys are returning subscribers, but Dylan Tallman is the boxer guy situation. You guys remember, I have a whole Chris Watts playlist, and it talks about like Chris Watts getting in trouble, but real quick, he got in trouble at the prison because his boxers were found in Dylan's cell along with lotion, baby oil, Vaseline, all that good jazz. And that's why the article's saying that a lot of people think that there's more going on between Chris and Dylan than what they say, which like I've said before, whatever they do is whatever they do. It's just the fact that you can't trust anything that Chris Watts says. He lies constantly. I mean, the man literally stood on his front porch, talked to cameras, pleading for his wife and his kids' returns with a smirk on his face. I don't know about this tearful thing they're talking about here. Maybe I just don't remember it, because all I can remember is him kind of like smirking and laughing, knowing that just hours before that, he did what he did to his precious baby girls and his pregnant wife. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, so the guy they're talking about in here is Dylan Tallman, and this chick, Christa Richello, that they're saying is a clinical psychologist that believes that Chris Watts is innocent. Honey, now I've seen some interviews with her, and Unjustified, the channel Unjustified, shout out to Unjustified, she did an excellent video comparing Christa's words to a letter that Dylan, the guy that's in the cell or, brothers with Chris Watts, a letter that he wrote to another YouTuber who is in major support of Chris Watts. This chick, Christa, allegedly, there's two stories going around. One's Christa's story that she wrote Chris Watts for whatever reason she wrote him, another woman writing Chris Watts, whatever, and that somehow, some way, she got hooked up with his best friend in there, his brother Dylan, and now they're engaged, honey. So this clinical psychologist, okay, is engaged to his prison buddy, and she is on doggone YouTube talking about if she could go in the prison and marry him today, she would. And she was saying this, they wasn't even together for a year. Girl, you ain't got no motives, no intentions. That's her story. The other story is the one that I am more apt to believe, because if you guys know me, you know I've been in prison. I've talked about these exact things in my prison videos, okay? Ways that you can make money in prison, all of that, long before this was even a subject online, okay? So I know what I know, and I believe what I believe about this situation. All these women writing Chris Watts, he is selling those doggone letters. Now, it is rumored that Chris Watts sold this Christa chick's letter to Dylan for a honey bun and a soup. Y'all, and now she's engaged to this man, okay? Like, prisoners do that. It is a real thing, okay? And I believe that's what happened too, okay? And now she's talking about she's in love with this man that she ain't never even really been with, and whatever. Now, this chick also says she's a clinical psychologist, but I've also seen interviews where she said she was a CO, she worked in a morgue, she was all of these different things. Okay, she is, according to Christa, Lord, she done been everything in the whole entire world. She probably done said, I don't know. Okay, so a clinical psychologist, and you're saying that Chris Watts is innocent.
I could definitely tell you on my end, from working with Chris, working with Dylan, whether it was the books, conversations, any of that, Chris, from what I've been told and what I've talked about, it states that he didn't hurt the girls and he didn't hurt Shanann.
And you're engaged to his best friend. Not only is she engaged to his best friend, we're going to get there, okay? But she is on the doggone YouTube, putting her name up there as Christa Tallman, okay? Christa Tallman, Dylan Tallman. I can't with these people. I cannot. I don't know her intentions. Like, I'm just going by what is putting out there, okay? Like, sister, come sit down here next to Christina. Let's talk. We got to have some girl talk. Like, girl, unless there's a motive, unless there's an intention, she's trying to get something out of it, okay? Now, so when I read that, I said, let me just Google her name. I looked up her name and I Googled it. And the very first thing that popped up was this court documents, and I'll leave all this link down below too. I mean, it's literally just right there when you Google it. These court documents between Christa and Dylan, where he was the petitioner, okay? So what happened, according to all of this mess, y'all remember that I was telling you guys in the other videos that Chris Watts and this guy Dylan were writing this book, right? It was going to be like Bible scriptures and whatever. So he's been writing a book. Well, Dylan sent his copy to this Christa chick that he was engaged to, whatever. Well, she basically, according to Dylan's letters, she done disappeared with it, is planning on selling it. Imagine that. Christa, can y'all follow all this, or is this too much? The Christa chick is online talking about she's got offers from two of the biggest Christian books companies.
We turned down two of the #1 Christian publishers on the planet because, you know, we weren't looking for royalties or money or things like that. We wanted to find the right publisher to publish the books and have it done the right way, where there were two major publishers that we were like, no, we'll go to someone else.
Which I really doubt. I seriously doubt that these, and this is my personal opinion, that these Christian book publishing companies are sitting on pins and needles waiting for Chris Watts's book to publish it and put it in their stores. I doubt that. I mean, not saying that they wouldn't, but I'm saying I doubt that they're like jumping on it and scratching at Chris Watts's book. Nevertheless, that's her story, so I'm going to let her tell it. Well, she's got his copy of the book, and so Dylan had to literally file legal paperwork against this chick to try to get his copy of the book back. And so now they're broken up. Y'all, I can't. The drama around this whole Chris Watts situation, and the man is in prison. He done got him a best friend and sold one of the addresses to this chick. His friend in there gets engaged to her through prison. Now she's done took the book. She's doing all these interviews, y'all, with the Daily Mail. Now she's going to be on this TV show giving interviews with Lifetime. You cannot make this stuff up. This is a whole circus, y'all. The whole circus. I just cannot. I can't. So I'm going to watch this show. I want to see it. I want to see what it's about. I want to see if they're going to show him. Now, I want to see what this girl Christa is going to say. I am very curious about this next show. And this is also what I've told you guys in my other videos, that Chris Watts forever, okay, while he's in prison, filing his paperwork for 35C, trying to get a second chance, whatever he's trying to do, okay, he will forever have to watch his back while he's in there. Like, even though he may not be getting physically beat up right now, although we don't know. I mean, I know they've got him in a pretty, like, safe place to protect him. He's always going to have people that are going to be trying to manipulate him, get something out of him, use his name for something, you know, whatever it is. Like, all the guys that are going to be, you know, buddying up to him in prison, he's always going to wonder, like, when they get out, are they going to sell a story? And they probably will if they're having hard times. If you guys watched the last video that I did about Chris Watts, about the guy that came out of prison and said that Chris Watts was saying all this stuff and that Nicole NK was still writing him and all of that, like, I know that I kind of gave it to the guy hard in the other video because, I mean, in my personal opinion, it was obvious that he was lying, right? But at the same time, like, I can't blame the guy, right? Like, you have an opportunity to, you know, you're getting out of prison, you have nothing, you're living in a shelter, and you think that, okay, I can sell this story and make some money some way, somehow later down the road. These people are going to try it. They're going to try it. And I don't know, you guys. It's just crazy. It is so crazy. And this girl, Christa, who is claiming to be a clinical psychologist, I don't know if she is or not. If she is, I don't know. I don't know. So, yes. Let me know what you guys think. Have you heard about it? Are you going to be watching this show? Here I am advertising for Lifetime, but I want to see what they're going to say. Okay, this isn't it's not supposed to be another just telling the Chris Watts story. It's supposed to be about stuff that's happened since he's been sentenced. So I'm curious if they have any kind of information that we don't. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out Unjustified's video if you guys are curious about this Christa and this Dylan's relationship, because she did an excellent job putting Christa together with this Dylan guys, and you guys would watch her video and you would go, oh my gosh, this can't be serious. So, as always, my loves, please don't forget to like this video. It's a free way that you can help your girl out. And until next time, I love you guys so very much. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.